From his intense desire to reunite with his boyhood club for the very last time, to being offered an insanely lucrative deal by the MLS, here's the truth behind Lionel Messi's transfer to Inter Miami. I think we can all agree that it was insane news that shocked the football world when Messi announced he was heading to the US to play in the MLS. It was like a tidal wave of excitement that swept over the US, and obviously the fans went absolutely crazy. And before he even signed a contract, the Messi effect was already in full swing. And the first indicator was Inter Miami CF social media following going through the roof. And let's not even get started on ticket prices, which shot up faster than a rocket on a sugar rush. But that didn't stop the fans from buying the season tickets in a flash. Now, as exciting as it may sound, there is a bittersweet side to this story as well. You see, before the World Cup winner agreed terms with the MLS side, Messi was seriously considering going back to his beloved boyhood club, FC Barcelona. According to various reports, he had a heart-to-heart conversation with Xavi, who practically begged him to return because he knew how crucial Messi was for the team. Even the club president himself shared the intense desire to have him back, and Messi was touched by the emotional pull of returning to his Barcelona roots. But despite the legend practically agreeing to a huge wage cut to help his return back to the Spanish Giants, Barcelona never actually made him a formal offer. Can you believe it? Yes, there was a verbal agreement in place between both parties presenting him with this wishy-washy proposal, but somewhere along the negotiations, Messi saw where this was going. And guess what? That was the turning point in the whole back to Catalonia saga for him. You see, after everything he went through and the messy exit he had from Barcelona, he didn't want to be stuck in the same kind of situation again. But can you really blame the guy? He didn't even want to leave Barcelona in the first place. But at the last minute, they hit him with the news that he couldn't stay. So, he took matters into his own hands and wanted to be the one calling the shots this time. And as much as he would have loved to return to Barcelona, he knew it just wasn't in the cards. It's a bummer, no doubt. But his family played a crucial part in deciding his future as a footballer. On top of that, various reports suggest that another reason Messi walked away from Barcelona without looking back was because he heard all these rumors about the club having to sell players and cut wages to afford him, and he didn't want to do that. But hey, at least the club can focus on getting the act together and preparing a squad to defend their La Liga Santander title, as they won't have to desperately juggle numbers, negotiate wage cuts, and sell players just to accommodate one man. Messi really spared them from all that headache, huh? But he didn't just walk away from Barcelona for nothing. You see, Messi had options, really good options. He could have gone anywhere, but he wanted a lower profile. And according to the GOAT himself, he wanted to step out of the spotlight for a bit and focus on his family. He wanted to enjoy life in a more relaxed way, away from all the crazy media frenzy. And considering the past 2 years in his career, it makes sense for someone like Messi to get his peace of mind. Apart from December 2022, when he finally won the World Cup in Qatar, rumor has it that Al Hilal, the Saudi Arabian powerhouse, had been working their magic for months to bring Messi to their side. The big spenders in Saudi Arabia desperately wanted the GOAT to grace their football league before they bought a quarter of Chelsea FC's players. Now get this, Al Hilal was ready to make Messi the undisputed king of football salaries, paying him nearly €1 billion. But Messi turned down that jaw-dropping Saudi money in favor of the Miami beaches. The man wanted to try something new, and he found his answer in Inter Miami, the MLS franchise owned by none other than the legend himself, David Beckham. And on top of that, Messi isn't exactly a stranger to the magic of Miami, as he already owns property in the city. Plus, the fact that Spanish is widely spoken there is a sweet bonus for him and his family. But here's the big question. What did Beckham offer Messi to make him drop the Saudi Pro League and a return to his boyhood club? Well, Miami and MLS had a genius plan, and they clearly didn't just rely on stacks of cash to win Messi over. Instead, they brought league partners into the mix. Messi's 2.5 years contract with Inter Miami is reportedly worth a mind-boggling $100 million in total, which includes his salary, signing bonus, and a big slice of the team's equity. On top of that, the MLS side also threw in his former teammates in the lucrative deal. Despite signing Sergio Busquets from Barcelona on a free transfer, the club is also close to signing Jordi Alba, Messi's former teammate from Barcelona. And you know what that sounds like? Yup, that's right. The left-back extraordinaire might be on his way to reunite with Messi and Busquets in the sunny city Miami. It seems like Inter Miami made sure that they bring Barcelona to Messi, which is just brilliant if you ask me. So mark your calendar, folks. The announcement of Alba, Busquets, and Messi joining Inter Miami is just around the corner, set for July 16th. Now, coming back to the financial aspect of his contract, sure, the multi-million-dollar salary part is nothing new in the world of modern soccer. But in this case, it's actually the revenue-sharing agreements with league partners that has everyone buzzing. You see, part of the contract involves Messi getting a sizable cut of the revenue from new subscribers to Apple TV's MLS Season Pass streaming service, all thanks to the time when Apple and MLS kicked off their jaw-dropping $2.5 billion media rights partnership, which features all the MLS games with both English and Spanish broadcast crews. And Messi's arrival? Oh, it's gonna turn a lot of heads and expand Apple TV's international reach. Talk about a win-win. But that's clearly not all. Adidas, the official supplier of the league and longtime sponsor of Messi himself, is also in the mix. And they're discussing a profit split, kind of like the iconic Nike Michael Jordan deal over Air Jordan. But how much of the pie Messi gets from those sweet increases is still a mystery. But hey, let's remember that any agreement between Messi and Adidas is strictly between the player and the company and won't directly involve MLS. And honestly, that sounds ideal to me. Now, meanwhile, Messi plays out his hefty 2.5 years contract in the MLS. Let's talk about the impact of this insane deal he's tied down to. If we just look at the numbers from Messi's time at PSG, it's clear that Inter Miami is about to become one of the hottest brands in the US. You see, PSG raked in a whopping 700 million euros in revenue in just 1 year after Messi's arrival. And let's not forget the social media frenzy. PSG's following skyrocketed, gaining a jaw-dropping 5.6 million followers in just 1 week after announcing Messi's signing. And since then, they've added a whopping 15 million new followers across all their social media platforms. Now that's some serious star power. But on the other side of the story, Messi's departure from PSG this year had its own impact, as they lost a cool 2 million followers on Instagram when it became clear that Messi wouldn't be returning. But this isn't the first time a PSG star is leaving Paris for the MLS. Back in 2007, the one and only David Beckham came in and took MLS to a whole new level while making loads of money along the way. And if we look at Messi, well, I suggest you brace yourself, because the transfer of the Argentine legend has the potential to make the MLS explode. It also goes without saying his arrival is going to send shockwaves through the league. So get ready for more eyes on American soccer, more excitement, and who knows what other magical moments Messi will create on the pitch. What's your take on Messi's transfer to Inter Miami? Let us know in the comments below.